is the last day of 2021. We started the year in the hospital and we are finishing the year in the hospital. But perspective is everything. Samara was readmitted to the hospital on Wednesday, the 29th, with some symptoms. She was having some drops in oxygen and was just acting a little different. We didn't really think we had to bring her to the ER at first because we were managing her at home, but we did have some concerns and reached out to her pediatrician and neurologist, and we were coming to the outpatient center for labs anyway, so we had requested that they add additional labs, and her white blood count was elevated, so that usually indicates infection. And the pediatrician said, given that and the DSATs, it was safer to just bring her to the ER, so we were told to come to the ER for further evaluation. And in the ER, she spiked a fever, so they decided to admit her until they had the results and they started antibiotics in the meantime until they figured out exactly what was going on. So she's stable, she's sleeping, her oxygen levels are good, heart rate is good. She's been having less issues with oxygen requirements, and she's stable. So perspective is everything. This year has been rough, and so we could choose to look at our circumstances and be miserable, be angry, be just unhappy with life at this point. But we have chosen to be optimistic, to be realistic and see what our circumstances are, but to be optimistic, trusting that God has a plan and a purpose for everything. At the end of the day, Samara is still here. She still continues to fight. She's not suffering. She is stable right now despite being in the hospital. It's just safer to know exactly what's going on so that we can make sure we treat it properly. But how we look at this is what is helping us get through our circumstances. So as we enter a new year, my prayer for you is that your perspective be to look to God, to see things for what they are, but hope for the best, to love the ones around you, and to appreciate each moment, because time is promised to no one, and we have to live each moment as if it were our last. I wish everyone a wonderful new year and many blessings and health and love. And before I go, I will show you Samara like I always do. She is currently bald and beautiful. We shaved her head because she was losing her hair, like in a bad way. So she had like hair falling out left and right, and she was bald at the top and had this like long hair at the back, and it just didn't look right. So when we got out of the hospital last week, Sammy shaved her head so that we could just start fresh and let her hair grow back healthier, because it didn't look good anymore. She also has a tooth that finally broke through. Teething has been a miserable process, but she finally has a tooth. It's a tiny little thing that looks like a piece of a Tic Tac, but it's there. And she has several more that are about to come in, so she's been crying on and off and having some issues with pain. But again, I go back to perspective is everything. So I pray that you all choose to look at life in a way that helps you cope, because feeling sorry for yourself doesn't help anything. That is my motto. Well, my motto is one day at a time, but feeling sorry for yourself doesn't help anything is my next motto. So thanks for watching. I hope you all subscribe. I really hope that next year in 2022 we can have videos that are more about our day-to-day life and not this in and out of the hospital mess we've been doing. So take care. Have a happy new year, a safe new year. Many blessings to you all. Bye-bye.